and playlist for those of you on Zoom. Actually, let me wait till another person comes in before I announce that. Hello. Playlist for tonight is For the Love of Yin. You're looking for one. I'm going to turn mine down a little bit. Let's give that a little turn down. Nice. Oh. Those of you on Zoom, you can start your playlist actually now. So you can just pop it on For the Love of Yin. Cool. So I think this is going to be us. Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. All of us, whether you're at home or whether you're here in real life, you're going to have a strap for this evening's practice. It's going to end up being your best buddy by the end of practice, I think. Sounds ominous, but isn't meant to sound ominous. So I've got my strap looped. Some of you will have yours looped because we looped it the other night. And those of you here, if you don't have a looped strap at home, you need to be able to tie whatever it is you're using with a little knot. And you need to also be able to undo that knot. So we're going to use the strap. So if you haven't got a loop, you go through both. I can never remember it unless I'm doing it. Hang on. Yeah. Not very good, is it? Through both. To be fair, I only learned to do this about a year ago. I just always prayed whenever I went to a yoga class that the straps were already looped if we needed to do that. And then you go up and over one and under the other. Okay, so basically over the top through the middle of them. Okay, and that should create a very nice, tight, immovable kind of point of security on your strap. And you're going to need to, the tail end is going to help you to shorten it. And then when you pull on the strap, it should lengthen and create a bigger hoop. I know I'm not sorry to teach you to suck eggs, but just in case, because the other night everyone was like, how do we do this? Okay, I was teaching a class on Thursday and we used it a lot. So anyway, you want your strap to be probably on the biggest setting to start off with, and I will recommend that for all poses tonight, and then you can adjust as you see fit. You're going to climb into the strap, over the head, Baddha Konasana with the feet, the soles of the feet together, knees butterfly out, and then bring your arms up over the top of the strap. I'm actually going to bring the buckle out in front of me so that I can have easy access for adjusting. And then I want my legs to be able to relax, but I don't want to feel like the inside of my hip is really pulling. So I'm going to tighten my strap. Someone else is coming in to the Zoom. I'm going to tighten my strap as much as I need to here to create. So it's around the front of my shins. It's around your lower back. Right in the lower back. Trust me when I say this is going to start to feel really good in a moment. It's all a little bit of fun, fussy setup tonight, but for the good stuff, I promise. So as you come to sit, however you end up sitting, you can maybe rest your arms on your knees or your thighs, or you can place your hands on your ankles, front of shins, lower shins, and nice and tall through the spine, but slightly leaning back. And you should feel that the pressure of the strap kind of pushes back and keeps you elevated, but also helps you feel like you're being held here in this space. And you can play around with the strap kind of length as well again. So if you start to sit back and you think, actually, I could do with a bit more space or a bit less, then adjust. You don't have to have your hands on your ankles. If you're grabbing your ankles and rounding your spine loads, that's not the place for you to hold. Yeah, it could be front of shins, it could be knees. You could literally have your fingertips resting on this front part of the strap as you lean back. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Opening pose this evening is Baddha Konasana, the hip opening, external rotation. The reason having the strap here is good is because it stops us either going to our most maximum place. So if your knees can like butterfly out and touch the floor, then the strap should be in a position where it stops you just before you go to your maximum edge. Equally, those of us that find this pose difficult for external rotation, so we don't quite feel like we actually get much movement at all, the strap acts as this stopping point, as this kind of security safety blanket, holding our legs in position so we don't feel like our hip flexors are having to do that work. And the gentle pressure in the lower back with the strap is this, again, this almost like someone's hand there, just firmly holding, supporting. And let the jaw relax, the face soften. And if you are holding on to ankles, strap, or legs, try and let your grip soften a little bit. Your hands can, of course, rest there, but maybe don't grip quite as tightly. And as you notice your breathing this evening, start to breathe a little deeper. Allow the inhale and exhale to expand and soften the body. I'm just sitting here for another 3 breaths. And gently you start to peel the body forward so you're not quite leaning back into the strap. And just start by loosening the strap, but get a little bit of tension through the legs so you don't loosen the strap and the knees fall out too wide, too quick. Keep the strap like you're wearing it, so around your back. And you can scoop your hands under your thighs to bring your legs together as you extend your right leg. So there's a couple of options here. And I appreciate that also body length sizes. So our literal makeup will determine whether this part is possible. So if your legs are really long, the strap's probably not gonna work if you've got a traditional size strap like I have got here tonight. If you have something slightly longer, you might find that you're able to create this support. So you're going to bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh, extend your right leg. The idea is that we're going for a forward fold, but before we go for the forward fold, we want to try and get the strap to loop around the foot and to loop around the back somewhere. If you bring the strap up slightly higher, it will encourage you to lean forwards more, and there might actually be a bit more give in the strap, and you might find that a bit more comfortable. But if you get here and you're like, actually, I know I've got a bit more to give in a forward fold, you can start to lean forwards and you can begin to tighten the strap a little bit more and give yourself a bit more support here in your forward fold. So again, it's like someone's giving you the hands-on assist from the back. So it's like someone's got their hands on your lower back. If what's happening is that you're not able to sit like this with the strap around your foot and around your back as well, then come out of the strap. You don't need to be in it in your body, she says. And you can use the strap by bringing the arms underneath it and holding it like this. Okay, so you can still use the strap. You're anchoring with your hands now, though, so there's a bit more pulling action, okay? If you feel okay where you are, wearing the strap, then let your body start to lean forwards. And you can go as far into this forwards fold as feels good. You can let the hands rest by the side of the leg. Hopefully, if you position that strap in the right space for your foot, it should start to pull the toes up towards you a little bit. It's pulling on the pad of the foot, not on the arch of the foot. And this makes a big difference as well when it comes to our maneuver here. We're just playing around with the position of the strap again. I told you it's going to be a little bit of a fatty setup tonight, but it is worth it when you're in the pose. Feeling a bit more supported, and actually your foot pushing against the strap pulls on your back and is actually like a hands-on assist itself. So when you point the toes or try and push the foot away, it'll pull your heart forwards, pull your chest forwards, pull your shoulders forwards, and the forward fold will deepen a little bit. And all you're doing is literally maneuvering it with your foot. Try and let your arms be heavy, your head be heavy, shoulders relaxed. And see if you can let your body get even heavier, even if it's just like 1 millimeter. More release, head gets a little closer to the shin. Remember to use your foot as that gentle paddle to push a little deeper into the fold and also to loosen up, release. And see if you can take your breath into your lower back. So feeling the inhale and the exhale there. We're here for another 3 deep breaths. And slowly from here, flex your foot towards you, gently release the strap from the. And as you lean back, scoop your left hand underneath your left thigh, extend left leg forwards. And then bending the right knee, the sole of the right foot is going to come to the inside of the left thigh. And again, we're going to lean forwards and place the strap around the left foot. Just bear in mind that the sensation might be different, especially if you've shortened the strap a little bit here. And you've just been in that pose for a while, so your body's adjusted to the stretch over time on that side. So you might need to adjust the strap for a moment as you start to come into this side. Let the hands crawl forwards either side of the left leg. The head bow down. And again, you can adjust your strap, moving it up and down the back, depending on where you want to feel more pulling forwards. Just keep trying to remind the body to soften, to let go. You can get the most out of this shape, the heavier, more relaxed you can be. And see if you can relax and get even heavier. And let your body really relax down into this. Shoulders, head, jaw, face, everything softens. And we're here for 3 more breaths. And on that third breath, gently pull the toes towards you so you can loosen the strap off of the foot first of all. Lean back, scoop the right hand underneath the right leg, extend the leg, and shuffle your bum towards your heels as you come to lay down. So we're just going to let the lower back soften for a moment because we've been seated for a while now. So just let the sacrum relax to the earth, so that flat bony part of your lower back completely heavy. Knees can knock together here if that feels good. Don't worry about where the strap is placed right now. We can shuffle that around in a moment. We've done a few practices lately or over the last month or so that have really involved forward folding to help enhance the feeling of sleep. And whilst that can be really lovely for the spine, sometimes doesn't target the hamstrings, the backs of the legs quite as deeply as we might want to go or that we may be able to go. And so if we think about yin yoga as the opportunity to kind of dance on the edge of where our limitation is in a pose, softly, and we can start to explore maybe the limitation or just before really the edge of the limitation for the hamstrings. So shuffling the strap up the back. You kind of want it underneath your shoulders more than you want it on the back. And hopefully you'll have the buckle out in front of you. But if you don't, then you can just rearrange that and just start to lengthen the strap to its longest point you can grab it to. So really give yourself loads of space here. Bend your left knee up towards your chest and hook the strap around the sole of the left foot. And let the left foot go to the sky. Now, you might find that the heel doesn't quite, or the leg doesn't quite straighten. Again, you can come out of the strap and hold the strap instead of having it pinned under your body. So I'm demonstrating one way of doing it, but you can come out of the strap entirely and just hold it with the hand. It doesn't have to be pinned underneath your body for this, but it could be. Okay, and there is a little bit of leeway with this as well. You know, you don't have to lock the knee out, so you can soften at the knee and let the left leg explore straightening up and coming towards the sky. And that right knee is bent at the moment, but you may wish to extend your right leg, lengthen it away. And this will create a little counterweight. So you'll start to feel the left leg kind of peel down towards the ground a little bit. It's like pulling away from your body when you extend the right leg. And hopefully you can be fairly relaxed here. And all you need to do if you want to go a little bit deeper is take your hands, well, you've got two options really. Is take your hands onto the strap and pull. And actually already quite a lot of the weight of the leg is being held by the strap, so you don't have to do a lot. You can start to pull the leg towards you, or you can tighten the strap, so you can tighten the buckle. You end up shortening the length of the strap, and this in turn brings the leg a little closer towards you. And trying to relax back into this as much as you can and noticing when it changes. So if the sensation suddenly softens or diminishes in any way, can try to take one of those options to bring the leg slightly closer towards you so that you're always just dancing on the edge of where your limitation is. It's going to start to enhance the flexibility in the body, and also give you more of that yin effect. The yin effect being the sensation you feel when you come out of the pose and the blood flow and energy moves back towards the leg. And one more opportunity to bring the leg closer towards you to deepen the sensation if you've lost that sense of kind of feeling, stretching the hamstring. If that's started to diminish, you can start to deepen the stretch just a little more. It's worth seeking out that deeper sensation, even if it's just for the next few breaths. Last 3 breaths here. And if you've got your right leg extended, you're going to slowly rebend the right knee, place the foot to the floor. Bend your left knee slowly, bringing the strap up and off. And then just taking either the leg out long or bending the knee just to let the sensation move through the left leg. And just pause in stillness for a moment. So you might have your right knee bent and your left leg straight, and that's all good. Just feeling the tingling, the warmth, the sensation coming back to that left leg. And slowly from here, rebend the left knee, put the foot flat to the floor, and bring your right knee to the chest. If you've shortened the strap in the time you were there on the left leg, then make sure to readjust it to its original length for the right side so that you don't go in too kind of intense on the right leg, first of all. And as you bring the strap around the sole of the right foot, around the pad of the foot is ideal. Just this gives us a bit more of control over what we're doing with the leg as well. If you point or flex the foot, the sensation can change. And then the left knee can either stay bent, or if it feels good to extend the leg out again, you can. And you'll notice it feels as if your body's actually almost trying to be pulled up. As you start to relax back into the earth, maybe after that intense sensation starts to dissolve slightly, just notice the feeling of being held by the earth, held by the strap. If you want to take the opportunity to either shorten the strap or to gently pull, use the hands to gently pull on the strap to bring the leg a little closer. This will start to enhance the sensation again. You might tiptoe a little closer to your edge, to your maximum place. Just here for a short while longer. So enhancing your stay here as much as possible. Taking 3 more breaths here. And slowly you'll bend your left knee, taking the left foot flat to the floor if it's not already there. Softly bending your right knee so the strap can slip off of the right foot and extend your right leg, just letting it lay there in stillness. Feel the fizzing, feel the tingling. Notice the sensation.
Slowly turning onto one side, coming up to seated and just bringing yourself out of the strap. For this next one, we're not going to use the strap. We're actually going to come to standing in forward fold, okay? So the only standing pose I'll ever bring into practice, but take your time to get here. Your heels are going to be underneath your hips, toes pointing forwards. And softening your knees. It's just going to really let the spine decompress. It's going to let the body really take all of the weight out of the back. So if your fingertips or hands touch the floor, then you might feel okay to have the arms just dangling towards the ground. I prefer, even though my hands do come to the ground, my elbows to rest in my thighs, my knees to bend to create that little platform, and my head to be really nice and heavy. You're looking back between the knees here. And the weight is even through the soles of the feet. So it's not just in one place. Got the weight spread from tips of toes all the way to heel of foot. And just let the breath, the exhale, increase your capacity for being heavier, for letting go more. Three more breaths here. On your third breath, you're going to walk your hands forward, coming all the way onto your belly. Hands and knees first. Walk your elbows down, forearms down, stack your hands so your forehead has a place to rest. Untuck the toes at the tops of the feet, rest on the floor. And breathe here for a moment as you just let the body settle. Notice the sensation that you're feeling here from forward fold. Staying with a focus in the hips, left knee is going to slide out to the side. Sole of the foot facing back behind you. Now, if you feel like that left knee on the floor, there's any pain or discomfort, could you use a pair of socks, even your strap, rolled up a little bit underneath the knee is cushioning. Support your body. Head rests down on the arms still, the hand. And breathe yourself down into the earth. You're trying to deepen your belly breath as much as possible. Feeling your lower abdomen expand down into the earth.
Notice the feeling on the inner thigh and the hip. This is really one of those poses where the body weight and gravity can truly do all of the work. There needs to be zero effort from us. And as you deepen the breath, but slow it down, feel how each part of the body relaxes into the earth. Three more breaths on this side. And slowly slide that left leg back. And just pause with the leg extended back behind you, resting on the earth. As you pause here, notice the feeling in that left hip. Yin Yoga's job is to target the connective tissues, the tendons, the ligaments, the internal parts that help to hold the body together, that help us to extend, to flex, to move. Those parts that really come under pressure in every sense. And slowly slide the right knee out to the side. Same thing on the other side. And again, trying to support that right knee if you need to. You could use your strap, you can use your cushioning around you if you've got a pair of socks, jumper, jacket, blanket, if you feel you need it. Otherwise, just let the leg relax out. The hip heavy. And try and picture your inner right thigh drawing down towards the earth, even heavier here. And really try to expand and soften the belly here. Have 3 more breaths here. Sliding that right leg back in. Letting it be nice and heavy on the floor. Feeling the sensation. Then very gently from here, turning onto your back. You turn over onto your back, place any extra layers on, so jumpers, blanket. If you've bought something to cover the eyes with, you can. Those of you at home, you might adjust the lighting. And let yourself come to lay down, maybe supporting the body with any props. Maybe not the strap now, but perhaps bolster under back of knees or cushions under back of knees. Those of you at home who have access to these. And come to lay down with your arms out wide, your palms facing up. And allow yourself to completely soften. Those of you in the space, if you'd rather I didn't come to you with the oil, just place your right hand on your belly. Otherwise, just relax. Let go. Deepen the inhale and the exhale. Maybe let the breath out leave through the lips. You start to breathe your way back into your body. Wriggle your fingers and your toes. Noticing the space that you're in, the feeling of the floor on your body, the sky above you. And with a real heaviness and sense of no rushing, gently bring the knees to the chest. As your knees come up to your chest, wrap your arms around your shins. And gently sway the body from left to right, luxuriating in the sensation of the lower back against the earth. You receive this gentle but firm massage in the sacrum. Slowly tipping onto your left or your right hand side. Gently rising to seated with the eyes still closed. Take the hands together in prayer. And let the thumbs come to the third eye, space between the eyebrows. Together we'll seal our practice this evening with a bow of love, honor, respect, remembering that we are all connected. We are one. Namaste. Thank you. And happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.